Shalom, shalom. Kal halal yom la Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rechak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who were well within this ministry, taught us to Samath, which is the truth. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect that preach this truth throughout the four corners of the globe, risking their lives and freedom to do so. Shalom, shalom. It's your brother Shamari Zaab from the GMS Cleveland branch. Lord willing, this be an edifying lesson. Okay, going in on this article, more prophecy. All right, this BBC News published April 14th, 2026. Why are there holiday delay warnings over the EU's new border system? All right, and that's letting you know right there something big is going to happen. All right, if there's already talks and appointments of holidays being canceled, that means that there's going to be shutdowns. All right. Also, you got to take into consideration these different the H-Town thing. All right, that they're making a big deal about, how they're also going to institute more future lockdowns, soon to be future lockdowns. But this H-Town thing, the more cases that come about. All right. And quarantine is going to go back into effect. Rationing is going to go back into effect. You see the gas prices went up. Not only that, they're talking about certain traces of Ebola's coming back. Basically, it's going to be a whole bunch of diseases coming out at all at one time, man. All right. So they already talking about holiday delays over this new system, though. This new border system that the EU has, and I'm going to keep reading. It says the EU's new digital border system, which requires fingerprints and photos alongside a passport scan, become fully operational on April 10th. Right, which all these things is biometrics. All right, which basically the point of biometrics is to mix man with machine, transhumanism, in which we know that's going to lead up to the MOTB being made mandatory, the CHIP, all right, the RFID microchip being made mandatory, and the persecution of the prophets. That's the prophecies that we're waiting on. And that's what these certain articles we read that link up with prophecy, that's what it's leading up to, man. This is major prophecy. It says, continuing on, the entry-exit system, or EES, will eventually be active at every border crossing in 29 participating countries. So this technology is already being produced and being pushed on the mass level, on the mass scale. All right, across these countries, different countries, they're already having these different things. And in order for you to be valid throughout these exits, in order for you to exit and to enter these different countries, you're going to have that technology to make you valid enough to pass through, man. These different borders to get in these places. It says there have been long queues at some European airports and warnings that delays could be worse during busy holiday periods. So now they're saying, okay, the holidays is going to cause different airports to be backed up and things of that nature, so forth, so on, which is the least of fucking Esau worries, man. That's not the main objective. The main objective is to get everybody CHIP globally. That's what Esau's MO is. Continuing on, Shalakia. It says, what is EES and where is it being introduced? EES is a digital system designed to keep track of non-EU citizens That means non-European citizens. All right. So the technology is also going to identify you to appoint your destination where you are 24/7. All right. Especially to see if you're a citizen or not. All right. And this is the type of technology Esau is going to use so he can have full 100% control to persecute, man. You know, and he's going to do that according to the prophecies. He's going to do that to the prophets. He's going to do that to the whole world. All right, but the Lord is going to be with the prophets. Lord, when we are the elect, okay, and we will not be consumed by the judgments that the Lord is going to issue out upon the earth and upon Esau, which the Lord is using Esau, man. All right, I'm gonna read a little bit more and grab some scriptures. It says, including those from the UK entering and leaving the Schengen area. This covers 29 European countries, mainly in the EU, which people can travel across without border controls. It includes many popular destinations for UK travelers, such as France, Spain, Portugal, Italy, and Greece. And they're under the beast system, man. You know. Well, I believe France is not under the I believe France not under the beast system no more. But all of these EU countries, the EU is under the beast system. Yeah, I think France is under the EU system too. And Salakia if I'm wrong, but they are under the beast system. All these EU nations under the beast system. So this is the beast evolving. All right, this is the beast evolving. You know, and with that evolving is going to be through this technology to institute that NWO through the CHIP, man. Okay, which this is a little taste, a little beginning of it. It says under the new system, fingerprints and a photo have to be registered. Biometrics. Okay. And another thing too, this is all going to come to America. All right. America is the last runner up concerning this type of concerning this type of upgrade. You know, America is last, always in line, last to China, last to really all these nations concerning their technology, you know. So I'm going to grab some scriptures, man. This is Revelation. Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. All right, for the devils come down unto you having great wrath, and that woe is death and destruction. Esau Edom is the vessel, the ruler, who was chosen to rule in these last days to bring forth that destruction. In these last days, who the Lord would he will use Esau to basically bring in certain prophecies, man. All right, he will use Esau to destroy the world. Or he will use Esau to be the end of this age. Esau is the end. Jacob is the beginning that followeth, man. All right, so to go out with death and destruction. And 2/3 are going to go with him. 2/3 of Israel is going to go with him. And he's going to come down on the whole world with great wrath, man. You know, when it comes down to persecution, his military, when it comes down to persecuting everybody, hipping everybody, chipping everybody, man. All right? Jacob's trouble. So all of these things are the Lord. He's using Esau to do it. And then Esau is going to be taken out of the way. Which is, it said, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. See, Esau know that his rulership is almost over. All right? So he's going to basically do everything in his power to fulfill his NWO the best he can before he go out. And he want that birthright back, man. You know? And which he know he ain't gonna get that birthright back. And the prophets is here, starting with the apostles and elders, a great millstone, telling them their destiny, telling them their fate, man, telling them the things that's going to happen are upon the earth, and they can only do nothing but roll with it. They can't do nothing against the truth before it, like the scriptures say. All right. This is Revelation 6:4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. Esau is that red horse. He's that power, that dominion that's ruling in this modern day evil world, man. This present evil world. All right, and he's red because his blood show forth through his skin. He has no melanin. All right, the Lord took that away from him when he was Cain. So therefore, that's Esau, right? And it was the Lord gave him power over the earth to rule. Scripture talk about how he set up the bases of men. You know, Esau, Edom is that base men that have been set up to rule over the earth in this modern day time and over these other nations. Okay, and what is he doing? He's taking peace from the earth by persecuting the Lord, persecuting his son, and persecuting his people. And blaspheming, man, and lying and deceiving the world through his witchcrafts and his lies. And all of this shit with the technology and the upgrading of the systems and all this these different diseases coming out, all of this stuff is of the Lord. The Lord is using Esau to do it, man. It says, and power was given him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword, right? And these Edomites is killing one another for power, money, and rulership. All right? Like they've always done in history. You read about you read in the scriptures about the wars, the Diadochi Wars. You know, you read in the scriptures about Alexander's 4 generals when it was land departed amongst them, how they went and made war with each other, 6 Syrian wars. Do your history on that. You read, what's that? When you read 2nd Esdras, the 11th chapter, the 12 feathers. So these are the different examples with the division that the Lord has caused within the kingdom of these Edomites. And now the division, the Lord caused division, and his kingdom is not standing. His kingdom is falling. And the Lord is the one bringing that division for his kingdom to fall, man. It says, and there was given unto him a great sword. And that great sword, what does he be doing? He's been doing his wickedness with that great sword. He's been murdering, deceiving, lying, doing witchcraft. All right? And painting himself as righteous when he's not. He's been doing wickedness with that sword and getting the fatness of the earth with that sword. And Esau's different technology and all that shit, man. All that shit like I said, the Lord gonna take him out the way, man. I'm referring to grab scripture on that. Like, he not gonna accomplish the things that he think he is, man. This my shit. This Job chapter 5. That's the spirit. This Job chapter 5. No, it's not 5. It's not Job 5. Well, yeah. Job chapter 5, verse 12. He disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. So that's the Lord. That's talking about the Lord. That's what the Lord does. He's going to disappoint the different plans and plots of these Edomites, because they're the crafty ones. Esau is a crafty one. All right, and the devices and plans that he has to rule over the world is against the plans of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua to a certain point and degree. And that's why he's going to be taken out the way and taken out of rulership, because he's no longer fit to rule anymore. Okay? He's going to continue to rule all the way up into prophecy till Yahushua, come back, man, and take him out of power and get the glory. So they're not going to be able to chip the elect. They're not going to be able to chip the whole world. All right, they're not going to be able to fulfill their New World Order agenda. It's impossible, because Yahushua is going to come back to take them out of power. And that's the prophecy. That's what the scriptures say, man. It's Isaiah chapter 57 and verse 20. Starting at verse 20, Isaiah 57 and 20. But the wicked are like the troubled sea when it cannot rest, whose waters cast up mire and dirt. Right? Nothing good comes out of these devils. Nothing good comes out of their councils. Nothing good comes out of their executive orders. Nothing good comes out of their funding. Nothing good comes out of their laws and their decrees. Nothing good comes out of these devils, man. All right? Nothing good comes out of them, just like how dirty water casts up dirt, trash, bones, dead things, dead fish, dead people, all type of defiled things, man. In verse 21, there is no peace, saith my power, to the wicked. And the Lord's not going to return peace unto the wicked. These Edomites. The Lord's going to return peace unto the elect, starting with the Lord's going to restore peace into Israel, starting with the elect, man. And that's prophecy. So we have nothing to fear. Esau, Edom got these different plots and plans and devices with NWO. It's all good, man. It's all according to prophecy. All right, the elect's still going to strive for the truth unto death. And with that, Lord willing, it's been an edifying lesson. Shalom, shalom. On to the next one.